There we go. As you can see, we're not in our usual attire, nor are we in our usual location. I should probably make sure my stuff is working before I go on a tirade, but... Okay, here we go. You might be noticing I'm donning my original day one attire. That's because we're here. And if you look at my hand, holding something a little weird. That's not a bow and arrow, is it? Strange. Because we're going back to college. It's been too long since I've cast spells. And as you can see, I'm now level 31. So I can get a job stone. Let's go do that. This one. Look at this. Soul of a Black Mage. This is like coming back to go to college after, like, you know, becoming a careersman. Oh, some other things. Check this out. Let me, some other stuff I've been working on in the background. Let me pull up my OBS so I can see this myself. I've upgraded my green screen. Uh-oh. It's bleeding a little bit on the left, but I'll fix that in a second. There we go. I've upgraded my green screen. So now there's like no artifacting. Like it's consistent and solid, and I can now dance on stream and do other silly antics at the... Usually when you donate, you'll have to really push it. But question is if you can play Black Mage. No, I did a dungeon yesterday. We did Hawk Manor. Now, it wasn't my fault this happened, but we did wipe. We had 2 people that were very clearly new, you know, watching all the cutscenes, no problem. But, my boy can't dodge skills as Bard. Imagine casting something. Have you ever thought about just canceling your cast, suffering significant damage per second lost? But you can't laugh at me. I see we're here again. Yeah, I will say my internet's been a little spotty. This is not even... I won't even lie to you. My internet's been spotty outside of Final Fantasy, so I'm a little worried about that. Knowing that Final Fantasy can be a little bit tough already. How much to make you dance? I'm uncomfortable. What is this? Please use retrieve there because what is happening? Okay. I think they kidnapped my character. I was surprised. I always thought this game was full of losers like me. Like I thought Friday night leveling roulette would be like a 1 second, you know, instant pop. Like everybody's who's got better things to do on a who's got better things to do on a Friday night? Apparently not. Apparently the lobby server connection has encountered an error. Okay. Well, we're gonna sit in oh, my game just crashed. Excellent. Give me a second. Let's go to pause for 1 second. Actually, is anyone playing right now? Either of you? Are either of you actually in the game right now? Because I'm not even getting the launcher. My launcher is encountered an error. Please try again later. There's 3 times. I just played for like 5 hours. Yeah, but are you playing right now? Logged out 5 minutes ago. Yeah, but did you get logged out right now? Because the game was... Because I was online until you opened live. So you left? Uh-oh, hold on. What is happening? I think... Okay, it might be on my end. I got DC'd? Excellent. It's not just me. What What do we do while we wait for Final Fantasy to come back? Yo, Rat, what was up with you? Probably DDoS. Yeah, I think what happened was, and guess what? Again, okay. Yeah, I think I'm starting to realize that it's not letting me log in right now. Okay, cool. So I'm not the only one. So what do you guys want to talk about on my inaugural political stream? What are some extreme takes you guys want to do? I'm down for anything. I've been thinking about these racial politics, and it's just been eating away at me for so long. Every time I play Final Fantasy. No, let's not do that. It's a terrible idea. Around here, we fence it. Yeah, but it's clear that Yoshi P doesn't want me playing his game, so... It died completely. Is this the end? Did they shut down Final Fantasy for good? How you doing, Hibiki, by the way? Nice to see you, as always. I'm glad that when the game goes down and you can't raid or whatever you do in your free time in Balmung, like, I'm glad that this is where you come to hang out. No, Osha, how are you? Apparently everybody's here, because when the servers go down, it's just like, well, let's go check our favorite streamer to see if the Final Fantasy is actually dead. Good luck, by the way, because... Oh, wait, snooze. I want to snooze my ads. I was about to start an ad, but I want to talk to y'all. I'm telling you. This sucks. I guess I can dance, though. I spent time updating this green screen for a reason, right? Look at this. No artifacting. Isn't that beautiful? It looks terrible. If I turn off the mask, it's going to look awful. It's like 50 green cloths stitched together, just slathered all over my walls, but it works really well. Do bee's knees. I need to practice a bit. What sucks is, like, I actually was worried because I've been having internet issues all day, or like for the past day, and I was like, oh, come on, don't do this to me. But here we are. They couldn't kill the mods, so they killed the game. And I was just going on my little rant. I for the people who just showed up, did you watch 10,000 Hours of Black Mage by Pint? I'm not allowed to watch videos. Do you understand that all the Final Fantasy YouTube-dom is like end game content and stuff that I won't get for like another 50 hours, so I literally can't watch. Like, I can't even watch the Realm Reborn Heavensward voice actors yet, because apparently, according to Lozu, somebody shows up, like another character shows up in like the last 5 minutes of Heavensward. That's a spoiler, so I can't even watch that. I can't even watch what was the thing we watched? I can't even watch the Jobs Explained video by Joe Cat, because he just can't stop him. You just can't stop yourself from mentioning random spoilers in the game. It's awful. Someone tell me if the game actually goes live again. I'm just going to sit here. What did you do? What did you link? Still dead for me? Oh, it's broke you right. I'm telling you, all you people come out of the woodwork to say hi when the stream, when you're not given, you don't have your toy. You don't have your little Final Fantasy dungeons to work on. Even Lodestone is dying? Well, I guess this is the end of Final Fantasy. How you guys feel about World of Warcraft? I'll preface this. I'm thinking about it. There's no cat boys. There's no cat boys and cat girls in World of Warcraft. So, that might be a non-starter for a lot of you. Don't you hate the game? I don't hate the game. I just found it a little... My thing with World of Warcraft was that it as a RuneScape player, it was always billed as this unbeatable, super game. Like, this is the game that's going to change your life. But then it's like, I played it for a couple of videos, probably have like 15, 20 hours across all my accounts. And it's like, it's fine. It's a good game. It's a good game. I think everything by Square Enix is under attack. The official website is dead. Uh-oh. Why'd you decide Final Fantasy 14 instead of WoW? Because I preferred it. I mean, I'm not saying that I didn't hate WoW. I just thought it was not as cool as everyone said. Any of you are down for an impromptu game of karaoke? And now, the end is near. Cards Against Humanity. Look, all I'm saying is, hey, if I ever increase the stream time to 2, you have to expect those second streams to be some wild stuff. I know a couple of you have been pestering me about VR chat. Hibiki, you sent something about it. Rat sent me something about VR chat. I know I've mentioned I used to be a VR chat gamer in the past, but maybe we could do that someday. We could all do a hangout. How about a VR chat hangout? I do have to reset up my VR stuff. I haven't donned the old mask in like 2 years, but I do have it. I was really into that game back then. And what's weird, I've said this before, VR chat, Final Fantasy, there's a really big overlap. Like a lot of the big VR chat creators that I knew from like, let's say 5-6 years ago, they all play Final Fantasy now. It's weird. I know it's like anime, you know, it's the same like wish fulfillment group, but it's very strange to me. I just want to spam roulettes and listen to streamer feels bad, man. I know. If anyone wants to do a level roulette, I got a level 31 Black Mage. We can always do Stastasha or Hawk Manor. Here's another kind of hot take here. My hair is really messing with me in the camera picture. Here's another hot take. I don't know how to do Hawk Manor. There's like keys and you got to go backwards. Usually I just kind of follow the other people. But like I said, when I did the leveling roulette yesterday, was two new players, like straight up watching the cutscenes. They were walking all over the place. It was me and this mentor. I knew kind of what we were supposed to do. But you know, after the first boss, how you can go straight and that like leads back to the front of the manor. The two newbies just ran off, and like me and the mentor were just sitting there like looking at each other. It was really funny. I didn't have the heart in me to tell them what to do because like if half your party doesn't know what they're doing, I'm gonna let them have their fun. So, and we also wiped, but that was more of the healer's fault, who was the mentor, by the way. It's strange how that stuff works. Is it called Hawk Manor? I've been calling it Hakuke Manor since forever. I think it's Hawk Manor. I have to be very careful about hawk because that's the first half of a cursed word in my head. So we got to be very careful about that one. Pre-rolls is disabled for 32. Did you guys just get an ad? I'm sorry. I really hate how Twitch doesn't let you turn off ads. I really don't care about the 10 cents per like 3 streams that I'm going to get off of ad revenue. Like YouTube doesn't force you to run ads, which I think is awesome. Like if you want to turn off ads, go ahead. Welcome to Final Fantasy 14 where everyone's name is French. I heard that changes and it only gets worse. Did you guys just get an ad? I'm sorry. Remember ad plays. I'm telling you. I'm telling you right now. I know that Twitch needs you. Here, let me type this out for you guys who can't. So as 14 died again, can I play CS? Misread a lot of stuff in Final Fantasy. When Alphino was introduced, I read his name as Alphanod. I still think his name should be Alphanod. How many cents did you get from your ad? Maybe 1. I can tell you right now, I don't know if any of you are into like monetization schemes, but YouTube is like, especially for a niche like mine, which is gaming, is like per 1,000 viewers, you get like $3, $4. It's not great, but I don't even want to look at how much ad revenue Twitch pays because I feel like it's even worse than YouTube. Well, it's not great if you're small. No, the big thing is niche. The big thing is your niche makes a huge difference. Like, if you're into like finance, the ads that pay finance, right? Raid Shadow Legends is only going to payroll you so much. But like, if you're like sports betting, like if you're a sports guy and you get sports betting ads, you're going to make bank. Now, unfortunately, half of you are like European and South American, so like I can't splurge on sports because all my sports information is like NBA and NFL, which I don't think any of you know much about. You don't even stream all days. A lot of streamers stream almost daily. I really am considering a second stream day, but like I said, the second one's going to be the wild card day. That's like Wednesday. You're going to log in and it's going to be like, today's VR chat Wednesday, guys. Today's ERP backroom VR chat exploration. And then it's going to be, the other half of the day is going to be like karaoke in the karaoke bar. ERP backroom VR chat. Exactly. Well, that's like 50% of VR chat. You can't go there. I've seen what goes there. You pretend like I'm not. You're new, Hibiki. You're new to VR chat. Do not speak of the incantations. I was there when they were written. I knew some people that. It's really funny because like I'm not. I'll be honest with you guys, and it's never good when you have to say this out loud, but I'm not an ERPer. Like, I don't know if you could tell. I'm just not. But I knew some people that were really into it. Like, they would purposefully tell me, like, hey, don't join me. Like, whatever you do, don't join me. Like, you specifically don't join me. I'm like, okay. Wait, the game's back? All right. Let me see if we can get back in. I will do this and continue reading. Why can't they just use the function send me an invite? Well, back then, there was a point in time, again, this is going to make no sense if you never played VR chat. Back in the day, or nowadays, everyone uses like Orange, which is like ask me, which means that you can't see what people are doing. Like, you can't see what world they're in. And that's obviously useful because if you're in like deep dungeons, tie me up simulator, like you don't want people to see that all the time. But what that also means is that like you can't see when people are just having fun, like having a good time and like and just talking to people. There used to be a time when like 50 to like 80% of my friends list was on green, so you could see what they were doing at all times. That was like the golden age for me. It was like the Wild West, right? It's like Call of Duty lobbies. Like, you never really know what you're going to get yourself into. Let me log in. Enter someone who has a queue of 400 people. The queues are insane on bigger servers. Well, Famfrit, luckily, is a pretty mid-sized server, so I'm not too worried about getting completely blown out of the water. Now, can I finally unlock my jobstone, please? That'd be really cool. What is this, the Midlander experience? Is this a targeted ad that you sent me, Rat? 23 people. You know I'll click on this because it's Midlander content. $23 isn't even that many. I think when we all crashed during Praetorium, I think it was like 60 or 70. I guess most people, if the break's too long, like people just go do other things with their lives. Man, I wish they added the go to NA with EU stuff already. Can you get phantom sickness if I throw tomatoes at you like that, furry? I'll be honest with you. Look, I'm an extremely sensitive, nice guy. I'll never make fun of people for that kind of stuff. But I never understood it. I'll just be honest with you. I knew people that were like that, and I'd respect their boundaries. No touching their back or whatever. But that was definitely something where I was just very confused about what I was seeing. Where are your white lines? Where are your white lines? Oh, you want me to turn on the white lines? I just went with a shadow because I was showing off that I've improved my green screen, so there's no more artifacting anymore. It's really cool. Taz watched the video. Reaction content goes at the end, Rat, okay? You're going to have to stick around the entire thing if you want to watch the Midlander experience with the premier #1 Midlander in Famfrit at Drybone, Camp Drybone. How long is that video, by the way? Watch the Shadowbringers show. That's actually a good shout. Mad Dog, I'm so upset that half the stuff that you say in my chat is like the most outrageous things you can think of, cuz when you use 100% of your brain, you really are smart. It's impressive. Like when you're not like trying to ship people together and get them to kiss on screen, like you really do say intelligent things. It's awesome. Was that a compliment or did you phantom punch me? Well, you would tell me if I phantom punched you. That's usually how it works. Let's go get Black Mage stuff. Are you going to get sucked into this, Ibiki? Do I have to like pull you out before terrible things happen? You're not. You didn't buy an index and full body tracking and haptic sensors yet, have you? I'm poor. Yeah, that's typically what happens to people in VR chat. Die, fiend. VR chat is nothing if not a very expensive game. Also, these things hurt, like, a lot. Like, I know, like, I should probably be a higher level and all, but Jesus. So how are you in Heavensward but level 31? Well, you see, I've gone back to college. I'm trying to finish my degree. I spent all this time working on my career, but I wanted to get my degree in magics before forgetting. Like, this is just to make my mom proud, you know? Like, when your mom wanted you to be a thaumaturge, but you just really felt like singing songs, you know what I mean? Are you in higher definition or am I going crazy? I changed my lighting. So I used to have my lighting like just shining down on my face, so there was like a ton of like contrast. Like you could see the light and it was kind of painful on my eyes because I was just staring at a light the entire time. But now I figured out you can just shine a light against a wall and bounce the light off of it, and it like creates like a really nice... I saw all your arms and it didn't get cut off. W? Okay, that shouldn't have been that different. I don't know what to tell you. Come to OCE Materia Ulda, meet me there. I don't like how that started. Hold on, let me pour the Void Scent. I'll do that after I become a full-fledged Black Mage. No, wait, you're talking to Rat? No, you're supposed to talk to me. Thaumaturge, hear me. Are you going to Materia? I could. Well, I wasn't actually summoned. I thought I was, but apparently we're giving free stuff to Rat now instead of me. Put your weapon, friend. Kazag Cha means you no harm. Daddy lizard. Okay, see, now you're going back to saying weird things. I never said I'm giving anything to Rat. Okay. I mean, your transactions, we're just meeting like buddies. You saw what it says. What server? Come on. Don't make me scroll up the chat for you. It's OCE Materia Ulda. Meet me there or be square. I played a lot of 16 and these are Clive's children. I'm not sure how that happened. I'm sure there's a lot of lore. Materia is the data center? Oh. So you are the one whom Kukurruka's prophecy speaks. By your hand was the blood of these creatures spilt upon the earth vein, was it not? Yeah. Bro, you're leaking into the text. How's that possible? The text is... You're making me look at my stream setup. I'm not in the text. The text is over here. I'm over here. Then you have earned this gem of Shatomo. Take it. You will know what to do with it when the time comes. Yeah, a bit. Do you want me to move myself? You're leaking to the text? What do you mean? Oh, I see what you mean. I see it now. I see it now. Hold on. I know how to fix this. Check this out. Even better. Did that fix it? That did not fix it. I thought it would. I'm sad. I see what you mean. I see what you mean. It's my screen. Let me fix that really fast. So that light's there. But that means my arms are going to get cut off. Look. My arm was stolen from me. Make sure it's good. Looks fine now. My arm has now been stolen. Is it? No, that's grass. Now I'm just hyper-analyzing everything. We're good. With this, my part is done. For now, farewell to you. You weren't using that arm, right? I try to use my arms. How do you think I hit my buttons? That's my WASD buttons. That's my left, right, left, right. That's my circle on the right, move left. That's my skedaddle button? You don't need arms to have hands? Well, how are my hands gonna move? You never heard the song, your arm bone's connected to your hand bone. Your hand bone's connected to the finger bone. You're not gonna be able to move. Okay, Taz, I got 1 hour. What do you want? What are you gonna do? I'm confused. What do you mean you have 1 hour? That's not a scientifically accurate song. I don't remember the names of the bones, okay? This is like no, it's tarsals. Metatarsal? Is that your foot? I think that's your foot bone. Phalanges? Is that right? Where's my science bros at? I'm sure you all learned English anatomy, correct? Well, you certainly smell as though you've been off spilling blood, but it will take more than a waft of foulness to convince me you're an agent of divine will. I take it that yours was an eventful journey. Phalanges is fingers, I'm telling you. I might not look it, but I'm quite smart. You technically don't have bones. You're just brain controlling a meat mech. Well, what is that meat mech made out of, huh? What's the scientific term here? What is suspended inside the meat slurry that is our muscles and fat, huh? How about, Steve Harvey, could I get bones? 12 be good. I can feel the magic pulsing within it. The tales tell that only souls blessed with the grace of Nald Thal are entrusted with keeping the gem. This is beyond a mere coincidence. I must investigate further, and you must assist me, Murni. This now involves you as much as any other. Still, I cannot shake my inner skeptic. If Kukuruka somehow made contact with the outside world, he may be manipulating adventurers such as yourself for ends yet unknown to us. I call an emergency order of the Council of the Order. Emergency meeting? When's the Among Us episode, guys? When are we getting together for a hot Among Us episode? Uh-oh. It's a black mage. That will not be necessary. I'm going to take a guess that's what he sounds like. Kukuruka, what are you doing here? Have you escaped the pit? Watch your tongue, you insolent fool. Master has passed a century in meditation, communing with the Naldthal. You will address with him with proper respect. Lalafell drama. Why are you playing the why are you playing the Lalafell class poser? I'm trying to break boundaries here. I'm trying to be the first Midlander to ever make it to Black Mage School. The jailers of the Marasaja pit are very different from the heretics of your order. Suffice it to say, they had wisdom enough to listen. Dang, they're spicy Lalafells. You're not following meta. You will never be one of us. If I sit down, I'm about as tall as you guys, so I can easily blend in like a family picture. I must remind you again, and this is I will speak. The will I speak is that of Nal the Thal himself. The true criminal is he who ignores the words of a god. Beware, Kukuruka. The 12 seldom spare those who claim their voice. This murmur's farce will bring disaster to all of us. The cause of disaster to come will be no words of mine, of that be sure. Nal Thal spoke unto me by his own declaration. The seal on the void gate will be broken. I have come for you, Taz. Don't say it like that. Once thrown open, it can be closed once more by none but she who bears the gem of Shatoto. You can't kill people in cutscenes. We're invincible. I speak of you, Murny Daloo. Isn't that a great name? Just flows so well. Really cooked. The game devs really cooked with that one when they named the main character of the entire game series that. The gem you hold is the mark of a mage of the black. With it in your hand, you must now set forth to gather the keys needed to seal the void gate. Wait, you can't... I mean, you don't have the right to... I can't just let this happen. Silence your hollow-pated prig. Those who do not listen shall not be heard of. You take yourself for the title of thaumaturge, and so I will not suffer to claim ignorance. You know well as any that of the existence of another world rife with shadow and monstrosity, the void. It's hard to sound menacing when you fumble over half your words. As the power of the void waxes, the barrier between it and our own world wanes. Eventually the barrier will falter, and the void gate will be open. Once it has, only the black magic of Eld can reseal it. This is sacrilege! As one who commands the force of destruction, I bid you go forth, black mage. The gem of Chateau is their sigil, the mark of a magi devoted to the true dark art. In it, you possess the first key required to see the void gate sealed. You have taken the black, but time is needed before the black takes you, before it permeates mind and body and colors every fiber of your being, darkest pitch. Visit Milvaneth Sanctuarium, and let us hear the words of Lala. Do not fear the power to destroy. Master it, and with it, destroy that which would destroy you. I like the little organ they're playing in the background. Very nice. Trackers, character. I heard you have bombs. Uh-oh. See, I can dodge that. I am here. No, you're not. I can't raise you, so. Do I have water yet? I do. I haven't seen anyone do this in years. Someone else will clean this up. You know, it's a crime to kill yourself in the halls of the Thaumaturge Guild, so you're gonna have do some hard time in the afterlife. Where is this? Aw, what is that? Did you beat the Heavensward raids yet? No. Heavensward raids is gonna become... Do you not have Phoenix down? you weren't here for this, but I actually expertly used my Phoenix down to revive a fallen team member of mine who failed the mechanics, but I, with my expertise, was able to not only dodge the mechanics, but also revive them. Unfortunately, I am too poor to afford extra ones, so that was my last one. You're gonna have to go back to your Minecraft bed. I'm gonna go get my job stone so I can blow people up. So old Charlene is never getting saved. A good game. Well, Alice, who was like supposed to like be a big part of Coil, she made it to Heavensward fine without me. Oh, it's not Lala, it's Lalai. Oh, my bad. My bad, Chief. Master is meditating in his chambers. Fernald always speaks, and Master must listen. He has entrusted me with guiding you on your path, but you must walk alone yet. Come again when the black has grown stronger within you. Look at this. Mana Front. Fully restore MP. Grants Astral Fire 3 and Thunderhead. Okay. Bam, 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 bam. Black Mage unlocked. Ah, oh, hold on. You know, instead of black, have you tried blue? Yeah, but remember, I came into this world as a thaumaturge. It is my sworn duty then to at least get the Black Mage class. Excellent. Look how goofy I run. Who has the goofiest class run? I'm a visual learner though, so whenever people show up, I'm gonna have to see it myself. No, Ellison has the worst race run. I'm talking about class run. Ninja is goofy. Because like this is Ellison is the worst what run? Like look at this. This is a Midlander run. You know, high, mighty, a little. We're talking like, you know, prancing through the flowers, kind of. You know, but Ellison is like stuck up and, you know, really needs to get to a bathroom type of thing. They are permanently Naruto running. Ninja on Lala is cute. What, this? This is just running. Are you all still doing your weirdo under the table exchanging in OCE? Come to OCE. Yes, we are. I'm sorry, Aquatens. I know that you were here to, because Aquaten, you're clearly here to. Is that even how to say your name? Aquinten. I know you're clearly here to help me and witness my new Black Mage powers, but unfortunately, the voice actor for Alphino is going to pass you at this rate. Wasn't he ahead of me? No. He was doing coils like when I started Heavensward. Depending how you look at it, he already passed me, you know? Plus, he's the voice actor of freaking Alphino Levelaire. I'm the voice actor of Murny Deleu and Alphino when he's not speaking loudly, and also pretty much everybody. He's doing voices too. I know, but I'm saying that in my world, I have to do all my voices. And you have to listen to me, a non-professional voice actor, do the voices of 15 different characters when I realistically, on a good day, I realistically have like 3 voices. Like I can do like scraggly rat, like rah. Like if you guys know Warhammer, like Skaven voice, like that. I can also do myself, like not acting. Is this Ninja? Is this the Ninja run? It doesn't look bad. Looks fine. Taz, promise to only watch the Stormborn trailer when you reach the new city. Really? Sir, I have Is that a gun? Oh, it is a gun. Huh. It's a very ornate gun. See, I just have a stick. It's like a kind of looks like a queen scepter. Kind of looks nice. Ninjas got guns. All right. All right, fine. Okay, Aquitaine, I'm sorry that I have to do this, but I'm going to have to world hop to entertain my non-famfritable friends for a moment. But if you entertain me while I stay, we can do a leveling roulette someday. But until then, let me do this right. I have to log out first. Then I have to data center this one. Go to Ravana. No, I have to send. No, I did it wrong. I have to send the character. No. This is so difficult. Back to Primal. I haven't played in 5 months and even I know how to send your character places. I'm sorry that I have better things to do. I have to progress in the story. Visit another world, visit another data center. Materia, Ravana, confirm. If someone wants to make the LeBron meme, like sent the wrong thing. Yoshi P needs to fix this amazing feature. There's a few things that I think Yoshi P could get to work on. Which LeBron meme? Like, the LeBron meme that's like, it's just him like face palming with like a caption that's really dumb, like, I don't know, along the lines of forgot to send character from data center first, something like that. I'll make it and put it in the Discord whenever the stream's over. How about that? It'll be me though. I'll take a take a little screenshot of their face. All right, I'm in Ul'dah. Where are my two Lalafels? New skit? No, it's a image. It's like a meme. Nerd? Where are you? Stop speaking to me through the ether and come face me. I just got my job stone. I will take you down myself. I forgot you have to do this. Cool. I forgot. Do I have to create a new one for Black Mage? Or can I just hit upgrade your set? What's gonna happen here? Come back to where you were. Is your football team winning? I don't want to say that because my football team might be the worst football team in all of the NFL, which is really sad. You need to create a new one? Okay. Oh, Charlotte's here. Hi. Black Mage. Saved. Duel me. Okay. How does one do that? Do you have to do that in the stupid dueling area, or can you do that anywhere? You can't do that anywhere, can you? If you could do it anywhere, people would be dueling all over the place. You can duel in the duel area. Yeah, I figured. This is a perfect time to mention that World of Warcraft, I know that like I threw away that game, but I'm 1 of 1 on duels against someone who plays like PvP almost entirely. And in fact, I think they're streaming today. I might go check out their stream and make fun of them for losing a PvP duel to me, which is really sad, honestly. Wolves Den Pier, do you like my glam, by the way? Did I not see this one before? I could have sworn you showed me this. But to answer your question, Mad Dog, I am a New Orleans Saints fan, which is not what you want to say in 2025 whatsoever. But you know what? That's why the draft exists. That's why all these things happen. Do you like my glam? Probably not. I think you sent a picture of this in the Discord or something. I feel like I've seen it before. I feel like you always have something weird on. Not weird. That might have been a little aggressive. Weird. Yeah, I like how this looks. The thing that bothers me is this is all like class gear, and I won't be able to get them for like 800 years of gameplay. But it's okay. It does look nice. How much time until he figures it out? And figures what out? Forever, maybe? I'm a smarter cookie than I look, I promise. If it wasn't for self-sabotage, I would be #1 in Famfrit on the ranked leaderboards. You're also lucky that this the outfit I'm wearing doesn't let me use a hat, because I think it's like a... Why can't I use a hat? I forgot. Something happened. No, I can't have a hat. I told you. Wait, what is this? What happened to my hat? Why can't I wear a hat with this outfit? Whatever. Either way. He's trolling, looking. He says he's a smart cookie. You can keep bouncing around your little games that you're trying to play, but you'll never get to me. My brain is too smooth. This is the RP. This is the RP that I came for. This is the RP. Yeah, well, look, if I could remember, I've been tempered in the irons of a million, what's it called? Of a million, what is this? 5 of these? What am I going to do with this? Learn the limber emote. Hand it over. What is your inventory? Don't look. Don't look. I'm trying to cover it in my hand, but don't look. Give me one. You want one? Here, take it. Take one of these. Have fun. Oh, you already gave him one? Oh, never mind. You're trying to con me. Is that from leveling dungeons? And he'd ran about it for days. You're literally just going on and on and on. I will sell it to make up for the trade. Whatever. You need a bit more than 10k gil for that. You can watch the 30-second clip I can send on Discord too. Check the Discord, detective. I'm not watching this on stream, but let me see what's happening. This is a 0-second clip. Remember, that is so loud. Hold on. How am I supposed to figure out what's going on here in this like 2x2 NVIDIA GeForce recorded clip? What am I going to investigate? You would not survive the apocalypse. I don't need to. I'm the character who survives because I bring all the vibes, and vibes are much more important than anything else, honestly. What is this? Leatherworld's secondary tool? Leatherworkers. Metallic ruby and star pilot attire. Sure. Pause at 11? Okay, let me I gotta get really close for this. Oh, is that 11? And you'll see. Oh. I see what you've done. I don't even need to see the item. That's okay. I came here. I gave you 750 side tool for a class currently best in slot. Thank you. I clearly need that, but I'll take it. Can I sell this on the market to someone who would, you know, use it much more than I would? Well, no matter what you do, and here's the thing, like this is, you know, this is nice and all, but you'll never be me. That's the issue with it. So keep the star pilot coffer. Okay. I might have to do some level of inventory management. Do you mind if I go see a shop really fast? Whoa! What did you just say to me? Don't throw those words at me. Don't make me do this. Your inventory is so bad. It's not good. I'm also running off into nowhere when I could just teleport. Look, we're doing everything except for progressing in Final Fantasy, okay? That's what we're doing today. Alright, what do we do here? How do I fix this monstrosity of an inventory? Do I need these, like, boss materials? Like, do I need Ravana's forewing? Like, I feel like I do, but I can't imagine, like, that's worth too much on the market, and, like, when the time comes. Like, can't I just buy this when I need it later on? Kind of useless on Heavensward. They were cool. I mean, all right. Well, goodbye. Batwing's gone. Spoken blood gone. Tear deep, deep eye tears. Lalafelin maidens equal to the liquid gone. I don't need any Lalafelin nonsense. Do you want a bow made out of that? Let me fix my inventory first before we get anywhere. Let's just do quick maths before we have to worry too much about anything. Sell this. Yak milk. I mean, I could eat that, I guess. Marmot meat. That's gone. Void scent blood. That's gone. What are you? Crystal of eternal darkness. Okay, I don't know what that is. It sounds cool though. I'll keep it. Here's some flowers someone gave me. You know, simps and stuff. Crayfish balls. Why do you have so much coke? Well, you can ask someone in the chat because they know. One time Hibiki, why don't you enlighten them? I did a pretty good job clearing out my inventory. Sell the coke. Sell the coke in market. All right, let me... Am I ever going to play Paladin, Gladiator? I probably will eventually. Conjurer, White Mage, definitely going to do that. Or rather, Astra, I suppose. Beastkin Blood, 16 of those. I'll hold on to that and sell later. You know what? I did a pretty good job. Look, my inventory is nice and spruced up. Materials all together. We're good to go. Crystal of Eternal Darkness is also me. And look, I gotta keep the Vesper Bay. Sell all the potions you have? What, you don't think 27 max bonus dexterity could be useful? What happens if I need to clear a solo instance, you know, later on? Okay, might use the animal skins. All right, we're here. So I'm gonna unbox this thing that you gave me, the Star Pilot attire. Is this fire, or is this kind of like is it lame? Don't look. Star pilot suit? Whoa! It's like a... What's it called? How do you call these? Star pilot, star pilot, star pilot. Am I crazy? Okay, now I'm actually blind. I just got it. It's like gray, I think. That's why I'm missing it. Your inventory pains me. Well, this is the... Honestly, kind of nice. But let's take this off and go back. I will... No, don't update. No, you idiot. You buffoon. Okay. Aquin 10s, are you here by any chance? You're not waiting for me to return to Famford, are you? Worst inventory management I've ever seen. Have you ever... Do you know, like, when you go into someone's house and, like, you don't understand it, but, like, they know exactly where things are? That's how I am, you know? Like, it might look disorganized to you guys, but, like, everything is exactly where I need it to be. You know? I mean, look, you have your dyes here. You have a bunch of coffers that I will probably never open in here. Food is just strewn about everywhere. I think I have more food over here. I have my 5 Fantasia vials that I'll never use because why would I ever want to change out a Midlander? You know you have retainers? I do, and my retainers actually have a lot of stuff. Remember, I'm level 50 in 2 crafting skills. Like, I'm not doing nothing, you know. I got some motion. If it looks disorganized, it's because it is. That's just because you don't have an eye for what I have. I'm level 100 on 5 crafting skills. Yes, but we all know in video games that 50 is halfway to 100, so I'm not that far off, right? Adamantoise shell? Yeah, I'm not even going to sell you. I wish you were right. What is this? Instantly cures most instances of silence. Does this actually, like, help? Can I ever use this? What do I do with these 8 regular tombstones that I never got to fully use? Do I just get rid of these? Or can I just retainer this until it comes back in a million years? I'm 100% on all crafters except Cook and Fishboy. I leveled them everything in a week, maybe 10 days. Are y'all still sitting at the teleporter? The regular tomes never rerun? Well, sorry. I won't be needing you. Now go do your MSQ. I want you to get to Stormblood before the end of the year. Look, we're getting to Stormblood in like 2 streams, no matter what happens. You know what I mean? What is this? Vertical neon wall light. Ah, yes. That will help my stream setup in Final Fantasy XIV. When I have a house, I can finally put my neon strip of LED up against the wall. It'll look really good. This goes for 90,000 gil in the market. Nice. And yet, after coming here all this way out here, I'm still hairless. Shame. My stream title is 3.5, completing 3.5, yet here we are, not doing anything except for 3.5. Thank you, I guess. Don't give me more Coke. I still have 99 of these things. You want something back? You want Oppo brown dye? Vivianite. Okay. I will sell the Coke. Okay. Do you want me to sell these or just hold on to them for you? Am I your retainer? Is that what's happening right now? I get the hair as an early birthday gift. When's your birthday? Hold them all forever. Okay. Okay, I've seen enough. I think I've seen enough of your prattling. Okay, we have two options. We can either actually do what we came here to do and do some MSQ, or I can blow stuff up. 10/3 is your birthday. That's pretty good. Soon. Wait, is that a stream day? Is that a stream day? Am I crazy? What? How many days is September? Don't make me do the thing. May, June, July, August, September. So it's a 30 day, 27, 28. Is it customary for people to greet you by blowing themselves up? I feel like that's pretty normal. On Friday. Ah, nice. It's not quite Saturday, but that means you have no excuse for missing though. Because if it was on a Saturday, you'd be like, "Oh, sorry, I can't help you with MSQ. I have birthday stuff to do. We're going bowling." Can I get a raise? Maybe we can do a late night stream on Friday to celebrate, or Discord session. I'm sure that Rat has nothing better to do than to hang out in Discord with the 5-6 of us. All right, I'm heading back home. Okay, let's do this start. So far we've played for an hour 10 and we've done everything except for progress the game, which is pretty productive, I'd say. Isn't it return home? Yeah. Someone was like, "Hey, go get to Stormblood." What happens if I don't? You know? What about skipping Stormblood with an MSQ skip? That would betray everything that I know and love about this game. Dang, 9 people queue on a Saturday afternoon? Wow. Femfort really is dead. I have no idea how, like, game servers... I just realized I haven't had dinner, so I will now eat and won't type anything for a while. Okay. I'm only going to ask questions that interest you, though, the entire time you're gone. All right, let's don our bard attire and get out there, as they say. Ah. Back in action. So many marks on your... I hate this. Look, I'm going to the Waking Sands. You can complain about my setup all I want. All you want. On your presets? Oh. Have you ever thought about being blind? Like, I think, you know, obviously I don't play with my glasses. But that helps a lot. That goes a long way in making sure that I don't get, like, you know, overwhelmed by everything that's happening on screen, right? I just stare at the health bar. I stare at my ability bar. And if anything happens on the corners of my screen, left, right, like outside of my field of vision, it doesn't exist. Like, I'm the reason. I sound like a mentor right now. I'm the reason that they have, like, the pull ability for healers. Because people like me, if I don't see the mechanic right in front of me, you're going to have to pull me. We have heard glad tidings from Ogoromo, my friends. By the grace of the 12 and your most valiant efforts, the people of Limsa may rest easy. I would like to think so, though we failed to prevent the Lord of Crags from manifesting. We did succeed in weakening him, enabling our friends to dispatch him before the Warriors of Darkness could make matters worse. 'Twas by no means an unmitigated success, but it'll have to suffice. Taz, what did you spend all your gil on? I bought all the t-shirts, the oversized, the plain, and the tight-fitting. I bought, like, 2 hats. I can't remember off the top of my head. Ardbert, my beloved? Who are we talking about here? Let us speak of another matter, one which weigheth heavy on my lady's mind. Thou didst request I sought out the Garen oracles, that we might better understand the aims of the Warriors of Darkness. Though their copious use of allegory defieth any single interpretation, the oracles paint a most disturbing picture, one of the worlds parallel to our own, apart yet linked, reduced to ruin with every humble calamity. 7 times they've succeeded, 10 more and 3, only 6 worlds remain. Aye, all is as Lady Minfilia spake unto thee. As for what becometh of these reflections when they in the source are rejoined, a frail flesh undone in umbral fires, each soul surrendereth to her call, to flow unto the endless sea, there to endure as one or none, and none. Then if the Warriors of Darkness succeed, everyone in their world will die? In essence, the verse spoketh of the renunciation of the flesh, subsequent return to the life stream. However, this fate may yet be preferable to the alternative, for if the first were to fall to transcendent light, in the manner of the Warriors of Darkness described, it would give way unto a void where none other may know either life or death. Far better to die, they reason, for in death there is life. The essence of a soul which returneth unto the source may be born anew, saved. Such, at least, is their belief. If that is true, then, gods, no one should ever have to make such a choice. Ere we speak further on the subject, I would share with thee another recent discovery. 'Twould seem that several sizable shipments of crystals have been delivered unto the hands of certain Alamegan parties. Alamegans. Strange, and you believe this to be the work of the same Ishgardian smugglers who supplied the beast's tribes. I know beyond a shadow of a doubt, and lest thou wonder at their motives, I would remind you that the Asians did once attempt to bring about the summoning of Raulgur. The individuals who took the receipts of these shipments are refugees belonging to a group devoted to the cause of Alamegan liberation. It may also just to know that their Ishgardian suppliers appear to be none other than the remnants of Elaine. I've heard this name spoken before. It's like Royo. Royo's network of spies, something like that. I hate that name. Surely you jest, and yet it's not so surprising. Bereft of leadership and hunted by the Alliance, I will can imagine such villains being desperate enough to conspire with the Asians, assuming they even know or care who their new employers are. All of which is irrelevant. Forgive me. We must seek out the resistance group which received the crystals without delay. Will you come with me to a little Alamigo? Uh-oh. He's gonna get grilled. Well, of course, I would like to hear what they have to say for themselves firsthand. May you ever walk in the light of the crystal. Dang, she's really, She's really sus of that guy, right, guys? Amogus Wednesdays, anybody? How are we feeling about Amogus Wednesdays? Alfino, Alice, Murney, are you three listening? Good, I have something. The Temple Knights raided the smuggler's warehouse less than an hour ago. A cursory interrogation of the prisoners yielded confirmation that they were in the employ of, and I hope you are sitting down, a man in black robes. Then you have them, and the crystals too. What few remained, yes, regrettably, it would seem they have dispatched one final shipment in the hours before we struck. It was bound for Little Alamiga, we are told, where it will be received by a member of the local resistance group. Since Sir Emmerich's men no longer have need of my services, I have mind to head that way. As do we. Happy coincidence. We learned of the shipment but a few moments ago. Ha! And there I was thinking I might finally be one step ahead of the Warrior of Light and her little helpers. Wait a moment. There is more, and I defy you not to be surprised by this revelation. The leader of the Ishgardian smugglers was formerly in the employ of one Elaine Royaux, the infamous Ivy herself. Once again, I must inform you that Tancred, with whom else have you shared this information? About the smugglers? No one. As I think I mentioned, the raid was less than an hour ago. I was planning to contact Ishtola next, but there's someone else that you have me notify first? No, there isn't. Do 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 do. In what world has this gotten into her? It is now twice that we have sought Urianger's aid, and twice that she has treated him as if he were a stranger. Yarkhan was one of grandfather's most dedicated pupils, and spent as much time at the Leveler estate as we did. He's practically a member of the family. Truth be told, I struggle to recall a day from my childhood when I did not see the three of them laughing together. If this continues, I may have to ask the matter. Later, though, Little Alamiga awaits. Imagine not talking. Have you ever thought about talking to people? You ever thought about, like, trying to figure out why, you know, everything's so standoffish? Is that Jambo? Jambo Slambo? With the wooden plank shield? Reroll as disabled for 35 minutes. No. Welcome back, everybody, I guess. I need to turn on a thing that says in chat when ads start so I know when I'm talking to nobody. I would like to get to the bottom of this. Oh, forgive me. It's been a long day. Did you have something to say? Urianger. Oh, I've always struggled to understand what's going on in his head. Now more than ever. Listen, Murney, if anything should happen, it should be me who... just know that I'm prepared to do what must be done. Right then, to more pressing matters. Since we have no idea when Tancred might arrive, I suggest we see what information we can gather in his absence. That's 1,600 more gil to my bank of 18. Alfino is eager to get to work. So to review, we are reliably informed that the members of the Alamigan resistance operating here have taken receipt of several large shipments of crystals. Our task being to ascertain who and why. Given the size of the settlement, I find it hard to believe anyone could be wholly unaware of the resistance movements. The challenge, of course, will be finding individuals who are both able and willing to share information to such outsiders. It would seem sensible to divide our forces. Murney, why don't you question the residents in the eastern part of the town? Alice, I will do the same as to the west. And afterwards, we can rendezvous here and share our feelings. See, now we're talking. I like when we talk to each other. Makes everything easier. Bum bum. Let me guess, you come to join the fight. No need to deny it, friend. You're not the first to answer the Griffin's call. While he's lit a fire in every Alamigan's heart, he's also inspired more than a few Oldens to pledge themselves to the cause. And little wonder the Garleans won't stop until we're all under the yoke. I see you there going around asking questions, looking for the Griffin and his lot, I'll bet. Seems that there's a talk of an Alamig, a little Alamigo these days. Folks wondering what he's about. what he's got in store for the Garleans and what's under the mask of his, of course. Some say he's hardly got a face, with all the scars. Others reckon he's been marked for death by the Empire, and Bloody will send a bloody legion if they knew he was here. Your guess is as good as mine. I think if I just try an accent with every character, by the end of Final Fantasy XIV, I will be the greatest accent speaker of all time. You ready? Just, if you're going to be with me along for the ride, just don't laugh at me on day one. You know what I mean? It's only going to get better, I swear. Hey, the Resistance! Damned if I know. It's not if I be... I can't do it. Any use to him anyway. If you set store by all these tales of secret weapons, good luck to you, but I'm too old for the mask's bedtime story. This is our lot, and it's time we got used to it. Bum bum. Bum ba bum bum ba bum. This was a lot of people here. You sounded just like a drunk Texan. The problem with it is that that's not what I was going for, and that's what makes me mad. See, if at least I was trying for a drunk Texan, I would have been happy, but it didn't work. I suppose I should ask what you learned, but I think I already know. This Griffin seems to be the leader of the newly formed faction within the Resistance, the Masks, yet despite their growing popularity, no one seems to know much about them, only that they are the most aggressively militant group to join the movement in recent history. Indeed, many claim their commitment to the cause of Alamigo liberation is unrivaled, but we can but hope their revolutionary fervor is never channeled into the direction of a primal. Though I feel confident that this is the group which received the crystal shipments, we yet lack proof. Before taking any action, I would speak with the settlement's leader to confirm my suspicions, and mayhap enlist this help while I'm about it. Given that you and Gundobald are already acquainted, mayhap it would be best if you took the lead, shall we? Give me an accent, I will give it my best shot. Russian? That's what I was thinking too. Maybe Irish? Maybe Scottish? Scotland? I can only say Scotland in a good accent. Everything else is going to come out poorly. Much as it pleases me to see you again, Murney, I can't help but wonder if I should be worried. I hear you and yours have been asking questions. The Griffin, I know of him, as do we all. He and his masks have become a leading faction within the Resistance. Though they were suspicious at first given his secretive ways, he quickly proved himself to be a charismatic and capable commander. Men are drawn by his passion and his vision, and then truly believe in what he has said to take the leads, to lead them to victory. Even I cannot help but admire the man for what he's accomplished. But I have not forgotten Wilred. I was blind to the danger of his ambitions, and you were not. The Griffin will soon deliver a speech to our people in the sunken temple of Karn. Go and see him with your own eyes, weigh his words with your own heart. How convenient 'tis, but a pity Thancred is not here to join us. This dude is ugly? This guy? What's wrong with him? He's got, I think it's the, you're getting thrown off by the mascara. If he didn't have the mascara, he'd be fine. I mean, he's got a nice mustache. You two go on ahead. I shall stay behind and wait for him here. Bum 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 bum. Can I leave the top of this place? I don't think so. It's too tall. Bum 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 bum. The scar is the least of the problems. You think he's just ugly overall? That's also not much better, to be fair. Has it begun already? I hear voices coming from within.
Brothers and sisters, 20 years ago, Alamigo, Our home was claimed by the Garlean Empire.
Would you ever be let's say charmed by a revolutionary man who wears a mask? I feel like that's a bit of a red flag. Maybe I'm crazy. Like, if someone starts spouting crazy stuff and they wear a mask, I'd be a little worried.
To overthrow the King of Ruin, we turned a blind eye to our foes in the north. With our glorious revolution, we but laid a path for a new tyrant to succeed the old. And when confronted with our failure, we fled.
But for a VTuber, I'm a simple person. Nah, I think that's a you thing. I still look, if a VTuber tries to tell me like something like that, I would still be a little worrisome. Now, if they want to tell me what their favorite like toe lotion is, that's fine. I could see the application there. But like, I don't know.
Not a day goes by that I do not think of those we left behind. Think of them and feel ashamed. And I know each and every one of you feels the same. We abandoned them, our own flesh and blood, to labor till their backs gave in and their breath gave out. Building the twisted steel ramparts which now mar our once majestic mountains. We abandoned them, the brave and true, to fight and die for their country. Or worse, to be conscripted and sent off to rob another poor bastard of his home. We abandoned them, the meek and powerless, to bow and scrape when the Garleans pass, to sully themselves that they might live to see another day of misery.
This is what I sound like when I go on my rants about needing to spend money on hairs and such frivolous things. I hope so. I hope I can sound so convicted.
Wolf may be dead, but a new Imperial Viceroy reigns in Alamigo now. A beast, not a fraction as merciful. You all know the Eorzean Alliance will do naught to oppose him. For all their promises and platitudes, they will not act if there's no profit in it. Only we can free our brothers and sisters from the Empire's tyranny, my friends. Only we have the courage to stand and fight.
You just don't convince anyone? That's sad. Don't say that. I think deep in, I've planted a seed deep in your hearts. Now you'll see my way soon enough.
And they have murdered us, but no more. Blood demands blood, and the Garleans shall pay for every drop they have spilt upon our lands. This I promise you, for we have a power within us, my friends. A power befitting our pride, our righteousness. Only join us, and we shall grant you the means to unleash it, and together we shall see the Alamigan standard raised over the mountains of Gia Albania once more.
Yeah, woo! Yeah!
A power befitting their pride. Not at all ominous, that. Wait, is that...
Huh.
What are you two doing here?
I could ask you the same thing.
Well, this is quite the surprise.
If you see what I see,
Is this new Papa Limo?
Might I suggest we continue this conversation in more agreeable surroundings?
He sounds less like a nerd from the last time I heard him, back in ARR days. Words cannot express how glad I am to see both of you alive and well. And you, I thought it was pretty obvious that you and Murney would be fine. The Crystal Braves never had a realistic chance of capturing any of the Scions, divided as they were and distrusted by the better part of Eorzea. But if you truly believe that, forgive me, where exactly have you two been doing this entire time? Repaying a favor. After the banquet, we had no choice but to flee Uldab, and we would not have been able to do so without the aid of some old friends from the Resistance. That's right, they smuggled us out of the city and sheltered us in Little Alamigo, all the risks to themselves. Obviously, we couldn't let that go unacknowledged, so we offered to help them out with their operations for a while. When we learned the Scion's exoneration, that Lolorito had severed all ties with the Crystal Braves, and that General Raban had been reinstated, we resolved to make contact, but after long since discarded our link pearls as a precautionary measure. Our options were rather limited. To make matters more complicated, we were embroiled into a delicate operation at the time, leaving me with little choice but to entrust a letter to a courier. I gather from your puzzled expressions, however, that you never received it. To be honest, we thought this might happen. While the masks are happy to let the refugees spread the word within our community, they're pretty strict about communicating with outsiders. Oh, and we also heard a rumor that the Griffin doesn't want us meddling in his affairs. The Griffin mistrusts the Scions of the Seventh Dawn? Curious. It is well known that we are no friends of Garlemald. One would think that we saw beseeching all and sundry to join his cause would welcome our support. I should say that the man you saw was not in fact the Griffin, but an impersonator, and a talented rabble-rouser to boot. It would not surprise me if he were responsible for the majority of these public appearances. As you may have gathered, the Griffin is an extremely cautious and distrusting man who's made every effort to conceal his identity. Even when we participated in a raid under his direct command, we were not permitted to approach him. See what I said? Never trust a masked person. This counts Ida, by the way. I know it's hard to imagine what to make of it all, the secrecy, the impersonators, the masks. What? It's not if I'm making you wear one, and mine only covers half my face. It's completely different. I just argued with her through space and time. Anyway, when we heard the Griffin was due to give a speech, we thought it might be a good opportunity to get a better sense of the man behind the, For all the good it did. And now you will hear the whole of it. But tell me, what prompted you to take an interest in the Griffin? Well, you see, we were on our way. I'm summoning. You can't be serious. I can't believe it. The Resistance would never even entertain such a ridiculous plan, but the Griffin? Well, that man's an enigma. I cannot say with any confidence what he would or would not do. What I can say, however, is that the speech we heard today was not only the first to make reference to a power capable of defeating the Empire. The masks may have made such claims of late. I confess, I'd assumed it to be mere bluster. But in this context of the shipments of which you spoke, it is not impossible that they were alluding to a primal. Whatever it is, we'll find out together. If anyone tries to stop us, they'll answer to me. Indeed, that is assuming you'll have us. Why did Murney not nod? That was weird. I didn't like that. As you suspect, the Griffin is indeed plotting to summon a primal, then we must needs obtain the confirmation while there is still time to act. And to that end, I propose we question his double. Given his role as a de facto mouthpiece, I should not be surprised if he was one of his closest associates. And while he may not be aware of his sensitive details, we can probably tell the mask's plan in broad strokes. While the man he impersonates, however, he is wary of outsiders. He will not expose himself without suitable incentive. My plan is as follows. You and Alfino will pose as his adventurers fallen on hard times. Inspired by his words to take up arms for a noble cause, Ida and I, as members of the Resistance, will recount tales of your past adventures and testify to your usefulness in the struggles ahead. With our enthusiastic assurances still ringing in his ear, he will decide to welcome you in person, and we will arrange a meeting. Is there no such thing as magazines and newspapers in Eorzea? I'm kind of a big deal in this area. I've done a lot of stuff for Ul'dah in my lifetime. I know it's not Alamigo, but then again, I beat up the Alamigo guy, You will need to look the part when we maintain the charade. Never mind. I think we're fixing it. Until we have him cornered, at least. Here, this should be enough to purchase suitable garments from Tailbot and have him rub a respectable amount of dirt on them for good measure. Any questions? Seems simple enough. Bum bum bum. Dun 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 dun. I'm on the wrong side of Alamigo. Who you want to buy what? I don't know what you're up to, but I don't know part of it. How about for a sack of gill? Well, you're the ones with the gills, seeing as you're friends of Papalimo. There, tunic and slops for the both of you, tailored and treated to your taste. Now, off with you before someone sees us together. Clothes maketh amends, they say. Right then, I will go and change. See at your spot, and see what the spot Papalimo marked on our maps. Bum, 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 bum. While wearing the weathered shepherd's tunic and slops. Okay. Weathered shepherd's tunic slops. That's cotton shepherd's tunic. Oh god. This is why I should not have too many items in my inventory. This is going to take a little bit, isn't it? Weathered shepherd's tunic. Sick. Weather shepherd slops. That was a lot easier than I thought. Look at you, Alfino. Well, look at us, a pair of down-and-heel adventurers seeking a chance to recapture past glories. This should suffice. And now we play the waiting game. Make myself like 2% bigger. That will do. And then like one of these. There we go. And then move myself a little bit to the right. And then that's too low. I'm like cutting off. I could cut myself off. What am I doing? There we go. I'm still off. Excellent. My thanks, comrades. ASMR? Maybe someday.
You must be the esteemed adventurers of whom I've heard so much. I understand you have taken an interest in our cause.
A great interest, you might say. Your words have certainly made quite an impression on my friend and I. The Resistance has long, and some would say wisely, avoided open engagements with the Garleans, but you and yours seem confident against the world in arms. I can only assume you have good reason to be so bold. Why, one might even think you are planning to summon a primal.
I'll only watch if you make the kisses and ear licking version. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not. Your viewership is not worth my dignity, unfortunately. Hold on. I will not be doing the kissy licky noises ASMR version. And you have my word for it, even.
Because that would do much to explain the sizable shipment of crystals you recently received from your smuggler friends, whom our Ishgardian allies have since detained, lest you wonder.
I'd like to hear more about the Griffin. The real Griffin. Your performance earlier didn't fool us.
The famous scions of the Seventh Dawn. I should have known better than to think I could conceal the truth from you lot. You are right. I am not the Griffin, but I speak with his voice, and it was at his behest that we procured those crystals. You are wrong, however, if you think that we procured them to summon a primal. We used them to reach an accord with the Amalja. In exchange for crystals to summon their god, they will aid us in the fight for Alamegan liberation.
You've got to be joking. Have you gone completely mad? When people find out you helped the Lizardmen summon Ifrit, they'll turn on the resistance. Alamigo will never be free.
Will you do the kissing, licking for the hair, though? Again.
This isn't a fairy tale, girl. We don't have the luxury to play at being honorable heroes.
Sorry, I had to let the Griffin do his thing. I pride myself on not being buyable, you know? Whatever that means. He's thinking. No, I wasn't thinking. I was letting him do his thing. You can't buy me. There's no lobby that can get to me. No amount of money, no amount of hairstyle. 40 million gel. See, it just doesn't work. This isn't a fair. He already said this. I literally let him do it.
Because the likes of you wouldn't sully your saintly hands, the Alamigo's been under the yoke for the past 20 years. But the Griffin won't stand for it, and neither will we. We're ready to do whatever it takes.
Tend gifted subs. Can you even do that right now?
With the Amalja?
What? Aside from a lack of crystals? None. But the beastmen have a great big pile of the things if you fancy looking. You might want to hurry, though. It'll not be long before they...
Just a bit licky kissy, Taz. I don't know what you're expecting. What I'll say is that if I ever do it, I don't like... Hold on. I don't like how I'm being gamed here and like I'm slowly working my way towards it. But if it ever does happen, don't get your hopes up. It's not going to be like 45 minutes like ASMR licky kissy stream. It's going to be like 2 pecks and like a slobber. Shio, please don't. This is a bad time. We're negotiating right now. We're trying to see if 40 mil is within my budget. 40 million gil.
If there is a cache to be found, Ida and I will find it.
You also missed like the worst thing ever, which is that all the goons came out to play when their precious Final Fantasy went down, when it went down earlier. They were people coming left and right. Everyone's like, whoa. Everyone is, you just need to find the, we got cut off, find the price. Look, I'm buyable at a absurdly high price. You know, I'm not going to debase myself for 5 million gil. You know what I mean?
Then let us be off. Are you perchance the Warrior of Light?
I might not look it in my plains clothes, but...
Aye, I thought so. You should know that a great many who have joined us did so because you saved them. Because you showed them that one brave woman can make a difference.
How much for good boy kisses? See, now we're starting, look, I'm not creating like I'm not doing commission-based work, all right? If this is a big if Kissy Streamer ASMR happens, it's going to be like a 1-minute clip. You can ship it. You can save it. It's not going to be like a la mode menu where you can be like $5 and 10 gifted for, you know, for personalized name reading good boy kisses. Like, that's not going to happen here.
You saved me too once. Helped a friend over in Quarry Mill make some medicine I needed. But that was a lifetime ago. On behalf of my brothers and sisters, I thank you. You gave us hope where there was none, courage and strength when all was lost. We shall not squander your gift.
You have to do enough to give me chills. I'm not doing anything to quote unquote completion. Like, I'm not gonna stop when something happens, whether chills or anything else happens. I'm gonna read the script. When it says what the heck is that called? When it says, like, what is it called? The star? What is a star symbol? Am I stupid? When it says, like, star, lick, screen, end star, that's what I'm going to do. And that's going to be the entire thing.
I know that look, Ida, and I do not like it. You cannot seriously be contemplating taking up arms with that band of cutthroats.
I just...
Two blonde Midlanders and two
If the
babies.
Griffin and his
Sad.
men have their way,
What a
it is
group we
only
got going
matter
on.
of time before the situation in Alamigo comes to a head. Your homeland's future teeters on a knife edge, and any reckless action, however small, could have irrevocable consequences. You mustn't lose sight of that, Ida. When the time comes, we must all make our choices, but we must do so in full possession of the facts. Now, let us away. There is work to be done.
Cool. I kind of look like Shrek wearing this outfit. You know what I mean? Am I the only one who sees it? Like, I look like I live in a swamp. Quarry Mill, he said. Do you remember? Forgive me, I cannot be expected to recall every name and face, and besides, it's not as if that matters. I've long admired you in the present. How about you focus on the problems at hand and always keep moving forward? So let's keep moving forward together, Murney. We must find and secure those crystals. No time looking back. Shrek is love. Shrek is life. Skill speed, critical hit. Oh yeah. Hand that over. Alfino would keep moving forward. If we take the Griffin's double at word, then the crystals are now somewhere in Zaharak, ready to be put use to by the Amalja. We must appraise Alice of all we have learned. I will join you both in Little Alamigo after I have changed. Oh, he knows? What, was it the way I said it? Is it because I perfected that impression of it? I'm telling you, by the if I just start practicing random impressions when we do Final Fantasy, like when I'm reading, I'm gonna be the best impressionist of all time. You're not ready for like Joe Biden Alfino and Donald Trump Alice. Like, you're just not ready for it. I don't think I am. Pre-roll ads are disabled. Nice. Chills Ishtola. Now that Thancred has finally arrived, mayhaps you share your latest findings. Oh god, I'm still wearing the slops. That look terrible. You mean to tell me that while we were worrying ourselves sick, Ida and Papalimo were here all along? Well, Ishtola will be relieved, also angry. Mainly angry, I should think. I've watched that video a million times when I was a teenager. As for the crystals, what choice do we have? We cannot very well leave them in the hands of the Amalja. For all we know, they could be practicing to summon Ifrit even as we speak. We must make for Zaharak without delay. Agreed. If there's naught else to discuss, let us depart at once. Ew. And so they go forth in accordance with the Griffin's plan. The players gather to assume their marks on this wretched Wraithen flame. Ere long the curtain shall rise, and the drama of which I am the author, gods forgive me, shall be performed at last. Naught else remaineth, save to stand ready and pray the chance is seized, for we shall never know its like again. Oh, battle time. I confess, I expected a warmer greeting, but we must not jump to conclusions, not till we've the Bowl of Embers. Just who is that? I wonder who it could be. Who speaks in this cryptic way, like this pompous researcher who is so enamored with dead people? Like who? How could you love dead? I like my party of friends to be alive, except Harshaphon. He was cool. I like him even though he died. We must be ready to engage the enemy at the moment. If you would make any final preparations, pray do so now. I wait your signal. Several cutscenes. Here we go. Everyone strap in. It is recommended that you set enough sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Is this it? Is this the end of how far are we from what's it called?
This isn't right. The Amalja would never leave this place so poorly guarded.
Not willingly, no.
On the cusp? Thank you. That's vague. That's vague enough for me to keep going, to not feel down.
The saviors of Eorzea.
Unless the servers decide to go down again, like I said, I am 100% willing to. If we're gonna throw ourselves at the feet of ASMR streams for money, I may as well become a political grifter too while I'm at it. So if the things go down, like I'm gonna create like a list of things we're talking about, and we're gonna start with like, what are we gonna talk about? I don't even. I'm actually like, I'm not committing to this bit because I'm not even gonna mention it. And I'm going to mention a topic to talk about. The saviors are yours, as slow as ever.
By the 12, will you never learn?
You know, you're right. Mayhap it is time for a change of tack. Killing primals, tormenting beastmen, hastening the birth of a new god.
ASMR stream for money, can I send you a maiden outfit? What is a maiden outfit? I'm scared. I don't even know what that means. They should get 40 million gil as an apologies for servers going down. That's what I'm saying. I've been saying this.
It's all a bit much, isn't it? And frankly, we don't have the leisure to do it. But killing the warrior of light, on the other hand, that would soon plunge Eorzea into chaos. One life for one world. A fair exchange. Wouldn't you agree?
I thought he meant maid outfit. That would make a little bit more sense than maiden outfit, but
You've more than one opponent.
I'm a little, got my hands tied right now. I'm a little busy. We're fighting a bunch of edgelords, although they have a bard too, which means we're already outnumbered here.
Carbuncle, defend me!
Get him, Carbuncle. Ooh, nice. I thought he ate that.
I sense you will offer more than mere target practice, unlike your sister.
Alizé!
No maiden like the Elden Ring maiden? Which one? There's he's talking about he must cosplay his warrior of light. I don't think you want to see that. I'll be honest.
I am not the girl I once was.
What are you gonna do, Ali? Say.
My brother was always the clever one, while my talents lay elsewhere.
Throwing hands? Are we throwing hands? Good enough. I don't know jobs well enough to know what's happening here. She's got a sword though. Very nice sword.
If you would dare to stand against us, to destroy all that we hold dear, then you shall die by my sword.
Ew. She's having a moment, Rat. Can you please let her have her moment?
Let's finish this.
Bards unite. Job reveal would hit so much harder if I knew what that job was. Because she just kind of flashed a sword in my face, and that's about where it ends. Alright, everyone gets buffs. Alright, we're going in. I'm gonna fight the Warrior of Darkness mono e mono. In fact, I might do this because it's cooler. In fact, wait. Why don't we hit the squishies? The old-fashioned way, you know what I mean?
You shall fall soon enough.
You too. You're next. Imagine running around with the axe just trying to hit me. Very sad. I like all my friends. I like her though, at least in the later halves. I like all my friends. I like everybody too. I think... Oh, come on. That's not cool. That was lame. What was I going to say though? I think Rat is just like a genuine hater. I think that's my problem with Rat. Like, Rat can't see people win. That's why whenever I clear a dungeon, it's always like, oh, you know, she's too annoying for me. No. I'll do this, sure. Ow. Eh. Okay, now we do this.
No more games.
Rat probably loves Ida while saying this. This is not cool. I can't break free. Thancred, I need you to do something. Okay, there we go.
It ends now.
This doesn't seem very fair. Where's my cool, like... Ooh, ooh, ooh. Time to... He's breaking the lines. Double agent.
The chains.
You snake. You would betray us as well?
She's my #1 hater? No, you're her #1 hater.
He that holdeth fast unto his convictions shall never count betrayal amongst his crimes, though all the world may call him villain. My path is unchanged, my creed sacrosanct. This I believe with all my heart. But say, warrior of darkness, and speak true, what dost thou believe? That rendering up the souls of thy world in service to the rejoining will grant it salvation? Nay.
Nay, tell him. That's something I would say.
Oriange.
You didn't have to do that. We knew who you were.
Mine apologies, Master Alphino. That the brightest light might shine, duty did compel me to walk in darkest shade.
You sweet fool. I was almost willing to believe you had turned against us. I expect a full explanation when this is over. For now, may I assume you have turned your cloak for the last time?
I don't like how they're playing the Heavensward theme. I know we're in Heavensward, but this is... You can only play the song when you're in, what's it called? Foundation. She brashly says stuff openly like a loudmouth compared to Alfie, who always tries to be politically correct. Alice puts so much effort into wanting to prove herself all the time. Blast him! Or that.
By thy leave.
I got a bunch of nerds on my
Even
team.
odds then. No matter. We'll crush the lot of you in one fell swoop.
Understood.
Like, pay attention to me. I can fight too, then gets yeeted. See, Rat doesn't believe in self-fulfillment. Rian J, what was that pose? That's what I was saying. I'm like, I was expecting him to blast him, and he's just like, book. Like, you got to do better than that. You know he spent time like in the mirror, like staring at himself. Like, when I get this whole shebang together, what am I gonna do? And that's what he came up with. Now I know he's like the nerd. You know, he's not the cool one. So I applaud his effort, but it just didn't do it.
Hearken to me. We only have one chance. Channel your ether into my blade that I might strike before the mage casts his spell. I cannot do it alone, but together we can defeat them.
You might not be able to do it alone, but I probably can. You know, if you didn't pester me to help you kill him. Oh well, here we go.
Make ready! They come!
Blast him, Alice. Someone's got to blast him. I'm tired of saying it. I'll do it then. I will blast them. How do I channel ether into your blade? What does that look like? Go on, we will do. Oh, I'm supposed to stand over there? Okay. My bad. Good thing I'm ranged. Imagine a melee class trying to do this. It'd be horrible. Can I, like, right-click you, or do I just have to stand here? I'm just gonna stand, like, right here and hope that you can do it. Hello? I'm gonna keep shooting this while you yell at me to give you the ether. Hello? Can you do the thing that you want me to do? Hello? This is so hard to see. Wait, what do I... Oh, is it in my bar? Hold on. Let me scan my bar really fast. What am I looking for? There's a button somewhere. I'm sure of it. But I just don't know where. Do I have to whip out my glasses for this? Bro can't read? What do you mean? I need... give me direct directions. This is like a party management 101. Hello? Can I... How do I do this? Oh! It's this thing! How do I... There it is. Do you understand how hard it is to see white text on a white background?
The ether! It's not enough!
None of you guys are saying I'll die in a horror game, but all of you are the ones or in a horror movie, but all of you are the ones going, oh no, he doesn't see it. He can't see it. Oh no. Like, where's my pick up the blade on the ground? You know? I think what I've discovered is we'll all die in a horror movie, and it'll be your fault. Not any of you particularly, but all of you collectively. Nope. Don't want to be around for that one. Alright, now it's this. Now it's nice and easy. Oh my god. Can you get this idiot off of me, please? Oh, cool move, buddy. can't even dodge that, I don't think. I think it's possible. There we go. We'll never be in a horror movie with you. Countervoy, it'd be funny to see you go out like that. Look, we're in like scary movie. If this ever happened, if I was stuck with all of you in a horror movie, we'd be in scary movie like 14. And we'd be played up. We'll be played up because I'm the blind guy I'm like Velma. I'm without my glasses. Like, we have no chance. Like, by the time we show up on screen, everybody knows we're gonna die. Because I teched all my skills into, you know, foresight and knowledge, and all of you none of you could get a single point into like communication. It's a cool attack, by the way. Can I dodge this if I sprint? Is this even possible? Okay, I mean, kind of worked. We just solo who needs speech? I don't know. Well, it's not even speech. If you could point things, you know, like, hey, the blade of light is on the ground right there by your feet. You know, that would be good enough. I don't even need the verbal part. Just, you know. All right, let's get out of here. I've ranted enough. Okay. Can you die, please? This stupid idiot is doing this thing again. We'll get spooky Tober horror games. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not a horror games guy. You got the wrong streamer. Alright. Can I just quickly grab this really fast? Cool. Blast him, Alice!
"'Tis done. With this blade I banish the darkness."
No. Not like this.
Alice is dying. I'm sure he doesn't see the bars as well. I only focus on myself. That's how you get out of a horror movie alive.
Alize, are you hurt?
All he does is stand near someone who knows mechanics. You say that as if that's not a winning strategy. That is a winning strategy.
And there you have it. Our friend is too stubborn to die.
We are far from finished. Or have you never considered how we came to this world?
It's a good strat. I'm telling you. Like, I have points in intelligence. There's a lot of things I do wrong. Sight is one of them. But I'm smart enough to figure out the basic stuff here. What is that?
You mean, like the Ascians?
Just so. As the Ascians flee unto the rift twixt plains with crystals of darkness, so did these warriors come hither with crystals of light.
Eloquent, as always. Aye, like the Ascians, we too are beyond death. You cannot defeat that which is eternal.
Wait!
Hey, it worked. Nice job, Alfie. I didn't think that would actually work.
Such methods as the Ascians employ require the renunciation of the flesh. You would have had to.
At long last, you see. To save our world, we gave our lives.
Dang, he didn't care at all.
We were just adventurers trying to make our way. An odd job here, a favor there. We never aspired to be warriors of light. But word of our deeds spread, and soon people were calling us heroes. They placed their hopes and dreams on our shoulders and bid us fight for all that was good and right. We fought, and we fought, and we fought, until there was no one left to fight. We won! And now our world is being erased from existence. We did everything right. Everything that was asked of us, and still it came to this. You of all people should understand. We will not falter. We brought our world to the brink of destruction, and now we must save it.
I've died before, Arbert. I'm not afraid to die again.
Oh, that's Arbert. I see. Someone said Arbert earlier, and I'm like, who?
No matter how many times we fall, we must rise and carry on the fight for those we left behind.
I love her. Who, this one? I thought you'd like the bard for reasons, but... Not really important. That's just his name. Well, names are pretty important.
To have known the depth of sorrow and embraced the highest sacrifice. Nonetheless, Master Louis-Sois, guide my hand, I pray you, as fate's thread spinneth upon this most capricious spindle.
You need to speak a little faster, Rion J. Okay.
Quickly! Thou must needs invoke the power of thy crystal.
Your crystals are cool, but I have the super crystal. The master crystal, even.
What is this place?
Rion just can't help himself from just spitting, you know? Like, he was in a hurry to get those words out because he's like, oh, you need to use the crystal, but he just had to go on his little ramble.
Such pain. Such sorrow. Oh, my dear children.
It can't be.
Mother Heidelin, hearken unto your children's plea. From two worlds do we gather, and from two worlds do we offer a bounty of light. In this desperate hour we do beseech your intercession. We beg an audience with the word of the mother, with your chosen Minfilia.
Your cries go not unheard, nor your sacrifices unnoticed. Though many are lost, there are those we can yet save.
You think you can bring your voice a little lower so we don't have to stare at the ceiling?
Can yet save.
Minfilia.
She doesn't have eyeballs.
Blessed children of the first, the light of your world hath grown blinding in its radiance, but it is not yet absolute. I will hie me to your world, and there take unto myself the light which riseth even now to
Chief
drown
Weed,
it,
behave.
as darkness once did drown another.
Now you deign to answer our prayers? I will suffer this farce no longer!
Get power of echo / light, fool.
As the Ascians must serve as instruments of Zodiac's will, so too must others carry out the will of Hydaelyn. But for the boon you have granted her, she has grown strong enough to set me free, that I might serve as her emissary. Your suffering, your sacrifice, your supplications, she has heard all. We will not let the first fall to light. Thank you, Urianger, for bringing everyone here. It fills my heart with joy to look upon the faces of my friends once more.
Sorry for the ads.
In taking you unto her bosom, I knew that Hydaelyn had bequeathed to you a sliver of her grace, granting you strength longsword. And in treating with the Ascians, I learnt of a star like unto our own, a doomed world of fallen heroes, in whom I glimpsed ourselves, the first. Full long did I search for a means to save this world, concluding at the last that the answer lay in the power of blessed crystals. And thus did I labor to set light against dark. Yet I knew from the beginning that this salvation would not come without sacrifice. For the instrument of the first's deliverance would of necessity be required to journey thither, there to remain, mayhap forever.
I bet Urianger is so proud that his plan, like, he's literally just explaining everything, because he's like, yeah, I did all this.
You orchestrated all of this, not to save her, but to send her away.
One life for one world. Such was the bargain, and you the coin, though it were not mine to spend.
Have we not walked together in the light of the crystal, and at her bidding borne witness to the joys and sorrows of this land? Each and every one of you knows my heart. If this be the price I must pay, I pay it gladly.
You would go alone, then?
My dearest Thancred, you who have ever watched over me, I am truly grateful for all you have done on my behalf, as would my father be. Your kindness, your compassion, your love. These are your gifts to me, and our gifts to them, forming a bond which transcends time and space.
Sometimes I forget you are not the child I once knew. Make me proud.
Long have I watched you from Heidelin's side. Watched as you nurtured and kept safe the light of the dawn. The dark recesses of the world hide untold secrets and dangers. Thus do I entrust to you, Tupsimati. I pray you, keep to the path that you may never have need of it.
Am I just collecting my friends' like random knickknacks and holding them on? Like I got a shield on me. It's just at some point you guys made fun of my inventory. It's only gonna get worse.
The power of our crystals is all but spent. Perhaps, if there is naught else to be done.
They shouldn't put the Lalafell next to the Rogue Gadin. It just doesn't work. Too much height discrepancy. The Ginyu Force would never.
Hear me, servant of Heidelin. If you would have us place our trust in you, then I would ask a favor. Take us with you. Take us home.
And Philly moves more in this cutscene than the entire game. You said that last time she appeared on screen. You can't recycle jokes like that.
So I tell you this, as one fool to another. Light, dark, it doesn't matter. What matters is how you choose to use them. We made our choice and you see what came of it. So please, forge a different path. Seize a better fate.
How come I make friends out of people and then they leave? Like, how come they can't, like... How come when the primal doesn't appear, why can't they help me and be like, oh, we got this shift?
A strange feeling. So many times have I watched you depart, my heart filled with worry. And ever did you return to me in triumph. Someday, when I have found a way to free this star from her sorrow, I promise you I shall repay the favor. Thank you, Lemini, for everything.
That'd be a very alarming thing to hear over, like, telepathy. You can tell that's canonically accurate because I was the last one to arrive, because it takes me a little bit to find the accept button. It would seem that we are in southern Thanalan again. Minfilia is doing, no doubt. May the 12 speed her on her way, and the Warriors of Darkness too. I cannot help but wonder what awaits those wayward souls. If they gave their lives in order to travel to the source, then returning to the first, would they not... But mayhaps that was their wish. Bam, 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 bam. Wind up, Moon Breeder. Forgive me, my thoughts were elsewhere. And this, when I know full well there is yet work to be done. The crystals, leave them to me. I will go back to Zaharak and secure them. The Amalja will still be in disarray after the thrashing the warriors of darkness gave them, and they will not be, like to notion a lone bard skulking about. But Thancred, you don't have to do this, I know. But I want to. I want to see you at Rising Stone. I will see you at Rising Stones. Even Uriange's got new drip. Everybody's got new drip. I should go find Ida and Papalimo. They must be finished searching the Mask's camp by now. Not that it matters anymore. You must be tired. I know I am. If thou wilt permit, my lady, would I would ask a question. When didst thou become aware of mine independent pursuits? When I first saw you meeting with that warrior of darkness and the Ascian in white at the Great Library, I tried not to think the worst, but you've never been able to confide in others, so I knew that even if your intentions were pure, you would not share your plans with us until it felt the time was right. Unfortunately, Urianger immediately abandons this drip. That's okay. I know it's in his closet, and that's all that really matters. But I cannot deny a part of me feared that you had simply betrayed us. Would that, had there been another way, know that I took no pleasure in deceiving thee, and that these sins will forever weigh heavy on mine heart. I understand why you did what you did, but you but sought to achieve the greatest good while inflicting the least harm. Not many would have the courage to make that choice. But knowing that what came out of your actions, I find that I cannot condone them. I'm sorry. You're too short for the automatic cutscene thing. There we go. Who is that? Oh, it's you. Murney, forgive me, but I believe the events of the day have taken a toll on me. I should rest for a while. If thou wilt leave me, I would gladly escort thee onto a refuge of thy choosing. Once my lady hath regained her strength, we shall rejoin thee at the Rising Stones. Until then, warrior of light. Off I go. Why is this tree so ugly? What is this? Well met, Murney. Alfino said you'd be joining us. 'Twould seem the Griffin's double was telling the truth, insofar as we found nothing resembling a sizable cache of crystals in the Mask's camp. Did you perchance find one in Zaharak? Actually. Then we fought the Warriors of Darkness, and we beat up, and the Urianger appeared, and he said, like, funny lines. I don't believe it. The crystals, Minfilia, all of it. I just don't know what it is. I sympathize, Ida. Even now I struggle to comprehend what I saw. The only thing I can say with certainty is that I feel blessed to have been granted a final chance to speak with her. 'Twas bittersweet, aye, but also affirming. Alfie, I believe it's past time Ida and I rejoin the Scions. We have been far away for too long. Though I am loath to leave the Griffin to his own devices, I feel our investigation would be benefit of your dispassionate perspectives, and I hope that we might in turn in TikTok lane. Okay. I'm not reading that name, but you're also going to get banned. Rat, would you like to become an honorary mod? Can you send me your resume and like maybe a cover letter? Would you be interested? We can do like we can do an interview, and I'll seat you in front of the entire Discord and chat room, and we'll decide if you are mod worthy. I hope that we might in turn offer our own opinions of the many challenges that you have faced in our absence. It's been absolutely ages, hasn't it? I can't wait to hear about everyone's adventures. We should be glad to recount them, and Tataru's tales may well surprise you. It's too much responsibility for me? What, banning people who are selling chatbots? That's too much? Would you pass a chatbot seller Turing test? Like, if you saw like free... If you saw someone that you've never seen before say... I guess we can do the interview now, right now. If you saw someone come into the chat today and said, free viewers at streamboo.com, remove the dot, like, would you be able to detect that that's not a real human being? Let Chief be it? Chief is a good number too. Ida, Ralgar be praised, it is you. Shio? What do you mean, okay? Ida, alive and standing here before me in the flesh. I can hardly believe my eyes. Oh, come on now. It's been so long since you remember me. It's Gundabal. I fought beside your father in the revolution. Oh, he's supposed to be Russian. His voice is supposed to be Russian. Do not think less of her, friends. It's been 20 years since the occupation sent us our separate ways, but the resistance was always welcome in Little Alamigo. They give us hope, and young Ida most of all. Ida here was always full of fire, ever the first to volunteer for a mission until the day she went up and vanished, that is. There were rumors that we feared the worst, but here you are, alive and well, looking nary a day older. What can I say? I'm sorry for running off like that and making you all worry. It's a long story, but you see, I got involved with my friends here, the Scions. We were still in the circle of knowing back then, right? Anyway, I wanted to come back and tell you, but it was all very secretive stuff at the time, and as you can see, I'm completely fine. You know I got a lot to talk about, and we will, but right now I've got to hurry back to our headquarters. My friends are expecting me. Dang. Pray forgive her. It's been a very long day for us all, and I promise we will return again at our first opportunity. Let us return to the Rising Stones. My nose is exploding. You're not doing an Ida impression correctly? You know, if you really wanted to be a mod, you're supposed to say, dang, your Ida impression? Crazy. Hells take me for giving you that mask. This guy's literally in the exact same part of the game that I am. So I'm going to wave to him because he's like currently in a cutscene and he won't notice. And then I'll pass on. Where are you? Okay. I don't want to be a mod then? Okay. Well, back to square one with our mod selection. You don't even have enough years of mod experience. How old are you? Do you have 25 years of mod experience? Do you have 50 years of mod experience? That's the requirement to be a mod in my chat room. Oops, that was not what I wanted to do. Welcome, Ernie. I trust your journey was uneventful. You will be pleased to hear that Thancred has secured the crystals. He sent word a short bit ago. Once he delivered them safely to the Temple Knight's care, he will rejoin us here, and we will declare this matter officially resolved. While waiting for your arrival, I took the opportunity to contact Y'shtola and Kryl, and brief them on all that occurred. I also requested that they return to the Rising Stones at their earliest convenience. Now that our lost friends have been found, it would seem meet to discuss the future. 25 years of mod experience, that's not even the number of years I've been alive. Yeah, that's typical for a job application. It's an empty place without Minfilia, I'm not gonna lie. Although everyone in their new drip looks pretty nice. Tataru's not wearing her special outfits though.
It's been too long since we were all together like this. Not since... Not since after Moonbreeder.
Ah, I see why we get wind up Moonbreeder now.
Much has changed since then. We ourselves, most of all.
Though not all who were lost could be gathered here today, we may take comfort in the knowledge that those who are not are carrying on the fight.
While I am grateful to our friends in the north for their hospitality, it isn't half good to be back.
But, as Papalima rightly said, much has changed since we last stood here. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn are not as they once were, nor should we be. Our travels in the north brought us into contact with a host of fine and generous people, and their selfless deeds serve to show me that it is not lofty causes that should inform our actions, but our hearts.
Best girl. You said that without context. I'm assuming you're talking about Murney, correct, Chief Field Officer? Don't mess this up. This is a pop quiz.
And I hope that the Scions might continue in this manner, as individuals driven by individual principles. Provided we all sincerely desire to work towards Eorzea's salvation, I believe the paths we follow to achieve it need not, and should not, be dictated by any single ideal.
Companions bound by a common purpose, free to go whither they will. The idea is not without merit. Very well. I shall resume my research of the primals and the elder gods of Eorzea. Should anyone have need of my findings, you need only ask. I should be glad of your continued assistance.
Sure, perfect. See, now you're learning.
My main purpose in coming here was to see the signs of the Seventh Dawn restored and my dear friend found. Nevertheless, having involved myself in your struggles, I feel compelled to see them through to the bitter end. For Minfilia's sake. That is, if there are no objections.
You will always be welcome here, Kryl.
We welcome you into our ranks, but we do not give you the rank of
And
7th
we trust
Scion
you
of
to
the
carry
7th
on your
Dawn.
investigation of the Ascians as before.
Regardless of mine own desires, I am undeserving of your trust, having so villainously deceived you all.
Now, I'll hear no more of that. 'Twould be disrespectful of Minfilia's wishes. She entrusted matters here to us, that we might protect this star and understand the truth which hides at her heart. Mayhap I can handle the former, but I think you far better suited to the latter. No?
Very well. Then out of love for my Lady Minfilia and Moonbreeder both, this shall be my solemn charge.
Papalimo and I should probably return to Thanalan to keep an eye on the Resistance. There's still the matter of the Griffin and the Amalja, not to mention the new Imperial Viceroy. That little lot must be worthy of our attention, right?
And what will you do, Alize?
You know I have no great love for organizations and formalities.
Boo! Ali, say boo! I'm right now.
That being said, this new approach you propose is not wholly objectionable, and we've always got her to keep us from bickering. But I will suffer no titles. I am not here for House Leveilleur, nor to walk in Grandfather's shadow.
Thanks, King. You're welcome.
Eye to eye. If it please you, you may think of me as but another comrade in arms.
Well then, Alfie, I for my part shall see to the paperwork and the finances with my characteristic aplomb.
I would not have it any other way, Tataru. And we mustn't forget you. What now for the Warrior of Light?
I think we bring the shadows. A new adventure. What else? The road goes ever on to strive for those we have lost, for those yet we can save. A new it. No, that's a little too gaudy. How about this? This is the politically correct thing to say.
Indeed.
Someone's inviting me to their stupid free company.
With hardship, and the path before us will be no less unforgiving. But a new dawn shall break over the realm, and I see before me the faces of those who will deliver it.
End scene, end scene, end scene. Oh my gosh, it's Tefara Winter again. You know how many times I've been invited by Tefara Winter to their chill FC with a group of friendly friends and helpful people with 24/7 buffs, weekly events, and an active Discord? Do you understand? Look at them, Ernie. The signs of the seventh dawn. Look at how far we've come. The people we've met, the moments we've shared, the losses we've suffered, the tragedies we've overcome, all of it made us who we are today. From where do we go from here and what the future holds? Only the 12 know. Sounds like a good FC, not gonna lie. I'm gonna start recruiting people to my FC. It's gonna be like, we don't really have buffs. We probably won't run weekly events. Discord, maybe 1 or 2 messages per week. But I know that we will find out together. Wow, it's Wind Up Moon Burrito. Bum, 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 bum. Have you ever had a girl chase you that hard? I know I'm quite the catch, but like, come on. You gotta take your, you gotta take a sign after I leave you on red for like the 50th time.
One world's heroes are another world's villains. One world's loss, another world's gain. Where men go as one, there is life.
How is he writing about this? He wasn't here.
My friends, if I may, I would ask that you entrust Tupsimati to me. Clouds gather upon the horizon, and as Master Louisoix's disciple, I would keep it close at hand.
I mean, it was entrusted to me, but you were literally there when it happened. Oh no, you weren't. You weren't there. Never mind. I lied. I'm stupid. Stop typing. I know you were going to say it.
I shall guard it well. There is cause to hope. For every ending, every parting, marks a new beginning.
Yeah, the music was about to swell. Well done, brother. You may resume your normal duties and rejoin the others. The coming battle shall be our greatest yet, and I intend to stand with you on this glorious day. True believers are so readily led. I've given them everything they desired, all for which they have prayed. I doubt that you can say the same for your pawns. Get what you wanted then. Was it all worth it in the end? There were some unexpected developments, but they were ultimately to our advantage. Be it host to a surfeit of the light or dark, a world bereft of equilibrium is but a void in waiting, and a void is of no use to my master. I shall follow her emissary with great interest. As for the pawns of whom you so pity, they have delivered me onto a gift. Delivered onto me a gift, which I now present to you. 2 balls encased in ice. God, oh, they're eyeball. Oh, that makes a lot more sense. I told you not to throw them into the void. The eyes of Nidhogg. Many were the candidates considered, but by your deeds you have proven yourself most deserving. Hey man, I literally called it. I was like, we have better ways of waste management than throwing things off a bridge, right? A mountain of boundless rage and bottomless despair, in whose breast beats a heart which thirsts for vengeance. Only you are fit to wield these eyes, for weal or for woe. So it was here all along. The only people who stand like that are knife ears. Is that politically correct to call them? Oh, it's what's his face. Okay. Oh, just you wait, my pretty. You and I are gonna have so much fun. Do 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 do. Where's my wind up moon breeder? Tidings from Gur-Abania. Gur-Abania? Just the year I wanted to see. Would you mind doing me a small favor? I need you to meet me at the Diamond Forge. This won't take long, I promise. Can someone do a MSQ check? How many till we get to the Bringer of Shadows? Is that the next one, right? That's the next one. Dun dun ba da 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 dun 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 dun. Stormblood. Sorry, Stormblood. My bad. When is Stormblood? Look, I don't study. Remember, this is blind. Not long. Okay. Because obviously I don't want to start that until next stream at this rate, but. I'm sorry to drag you away from your duties, but as I said, this won't take long. I just need you to stand perfectly still for a few moments. like the double take. That's cool. 130 of 138. You can probably do 4 more quests a day, and that would complete 35. Right? Everyone ready to go to work. No squirming now, and you might want to close your eyes. Hee. It's a lot more violent than I thought. They're all finished. The warrior likes every measurement from heroic head to intrepid toe. Oh, we're getting like a statue? Well, wouldn't you like to know? All in good time, Ernie. All in good time. Aha! Found you. Alfino wants everyone in the solar in a meeting. I don't know what it's about, but he seemed to think it was very important. Go on, we have everything we need. No sense in keep everyone waiting.
We're here. Did we miss anything?
We would not presume to begin without you, Ida. Urianger has returned to the Waking Sands, but everyone else is now present.
Yes, but for what exactly? We all have duties to attend to, Alphino, so you may dispense with...
Boo! Ali say boo! Boo! I wanted to hear the whole preamble.
Thank you, Alize. It is the very subject of those duties which compelled me to call this gathering. Though the Warriors of Darkness no longer pose a threat, Eorzea's many troubles demand no less of our attention. And while I stand by the decision to approach each task as we see fit, I fear our effectiveness will ultimately be diminished should we continue to act in ignorance of each other's efforts. Thus, I propose we elect a successor to Minfilia. Not to serve as a fully fledged antecedent, perhaps, but as a coordinator of operations.
Is that all? Oh, then the decision seems clear.
Did you really want to be here for 3 hours listening to this preamble? I mean, I just wanted to make fun of Ali Say, honestly.
No one else has shown any enthusiasm for the role, and judging by your performance at our previous meeting, you would seem the perfect candidate. You always did have a flair for politics.
I did not mean to... That was not my intention.
That was not his intention.
As the Crystal Braves comprehensively demonstrated, I lack the qualities required for such an office. I would much prefer to remain as I am now, a soldier in the field, so to speak.
Should none of our numbers step forward, must we then constrain some unwilling candidate to take up the position?
Well, based on merit alone, a certain adventurer would be my choice. Though I concede she might struggle to balance her new responsibilities with, let me see, slaying primals, thwarting legatuses, and feeding the orphan poor.
You can't one blonde for another, which is a classic trade-off.
Thancred makes a good point. Any who would wear such a mantle would be bound by its obligations. Have we not become sufficiently familiar with each other's methods to act without an overseer? At present, I see no cause to so willingly limit one of our number.
Oh my goodness! Help! I need some help here!
Why are we all looking at each other? Shouldn't we, okay.
Tataru, are you all right?
Me? I'm fine. It's this poor girl who just staggered in and collapsed on the floor that I'm worried about.
Narco! God, how did... You Shola! Please, you have to help her.
Kral, a hand if you would. Let us see about closing these wounds.
You guys can't bark at every cat girl we see on screen, guys. I need you. Have some tact. Please.
Now,
Though she has got the hair on, though. I'll give her that.
Though having seen your wounds, I'm surprised you are still moving at all.
Thank you. My message. It was too important to delay. I took the shortest route I could, though I knew it was more heavily patrolled. As you can see, my efforts at evasion were not entirely successful.
Oh my goodness, it's Remove. How are you?
Honestly, you're too brave for your own good. What was so urgent that you needed to fight half the Empire to get here? You could have been killed.
I'm sorry, Ida. I had good reason. But I imagine your friends are wondering who this bloody mess of a Mikote is. My name is Minago, and I belong to the Alamegan Resistance. I came to warn Ida and Papalimo about one of our leaders. A man who calls himself the Griffin. He's always been dangerous, but he's planning something new. Something reckless.
The Griffin, you say? I've heard the name. Rumor has it your man is eager to test his claws.
We're now at the start of the new expansion story, but we're not in the new expansion yet, right? I haven't been deceived, have I?
And on no easy target.
This is okay.
He means to assault Belsar's wall from the Alamegan side.
But what does the Griffin possibly hope to gain from such an attack?
Nice shave? What do you mean shave?
From what I understand, he
I never had a
wants the fires
beard.
of war to spread to Eorzea.
Oh, hair. I got
And
you.
for that, he needs to
Oh, check out my new
control the
green
border
screen.
with
Look at how
Gridania.
nice this is. I'm going to do this every single time somebody shows up. There's no more artifacting. It's beautiful. At least it's a lot less.
So, he means to spark a conflict between the Alliance and the Imperial forces stationed in Alamigo, to have Eorzea's armies aid in the liberation effort, whether they will it or no.
His plan is flawed. Even should the Resistance succeed in occupying the wall, they would not be able to hold it. Imperial reinforcements would drive them out within a week.
Be that as it may, if there is even a chance that this scheme could bring about an escalation in hostilities between Eorzea and the Empire, the Alliance must be informed.
Agreed. I should depart for Lim-Salaminsa forthwith and seek an audience with the Admiral. Thancred, Uldar is yours.
Does that mean I get to see Kanye again?
Alphino and Alize, make haste
Never mind.
to Twelveswood and notify the Elder Seedseer of the danger to Gridania. She will duly call a council of the Alliance leaders, whom you must be ready to receive.
All these people must hate us, because every time we show up, we just tell them, like, yeah, things have gotten really bad again.
You will be our voice in Ishgard. Explain the situation to Sir Emmerich, and encourage him to send an envoy. To Taru, Kryl, I leave the care of our injured messenger to you. See that she remains quiescent and her wounds closed. I believe that covers everything. Let us be about our tasks.
I suspect the ill tidings from Girabania will be held as a turning point. The beginning to a bloody end. The business of war was ever conducted with the coin of self-sacrifice.
Hey, Remove, since you weren't here earlier, I feel like this is important for you. Would you be willing to pay for
Are not to be ignored or denied.
I can't even remember what the letters are called, but ASMR services. Would you be willing to partake?
And so I shall embrace them. When the time comes, I will make my choice, as you will yours.
Sorry, yeah, let Rat explain it a little better than I could. ASMR stream with kisses and licks. Only for blondes? I have bad news for you. I'm not actually blonde. I don't know. I didn't mean to deceive you this whole time, but I'm not actually blonde. Who is this Astrid Future Teller? Sorry, I need to go to Foundation. Not only is he buyable, he's openly selling himself. It's called hustling. Hustlers move the world around. Greetings, Warrior of Light. What business brings you to Ishgard? Hello. Can I speak to Emmerich? Wait here, I will summon Sir Emmerich. It's just good to see you, my friend, but 'tis a pity you're gonna only see me when bad things happen, Emmerich, I'm not gonna lie. Had Lucia not informed me of the urgency of your suit, I would certainly have sent for some wine. But to business, I thank you for coming to these developments in Alamigo to our attention. Ishgard will of course send an envoy to attend the council in Gridania. I cannot say who will represent us, however, as the choice is not mine to make. Not mine alone, at any rate. Given the imminence of the threat, we may forego the formalities of full assembly, but I'll still need to consult my counterpart in the House of Commons prior to proceeding. Will you permit me some time to make the necessary arrangements? Thank you. Our representative, whom we select, will require suitable escort. Make your preparations and inform Sir Handalope that he is to lead in your absence. Yes, Lord Commander. Murney, pray accompany Lucia to the Gates of Judgment and make ready to depart for Gridania. I will have our envoy join you as soon as I can. Fury, speed you on your way. Bum, 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 bum. Hello. If you have no other business in the city, join me at the Gates of Judgment. We will be ready to depart the instant the envoy arrives. Doo-doo-doo. I see you're back in your normal attire. Though your hair has changed. I do think it's funny with the jog thing, like, you're really hauling. Bum. Oh, look, it's Remus, huh? Who could that be? Bum, 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 bum. Let me go. Oh, you use the teleporter, you dirty dog. Instead of walking like a normal human being would. We meet again. As it happens, my counterpart in the House of Commons agreed that I should act as Ishgar's envoy. Not, I can see that there was any real doubt. As Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, it is my duty to sanction any military cooperation. Be that as it may, I could not in good conscience make the decision alone, not with the ink scarce dry in the Republic's Book of Statutes. I trust you understand, my friend. Alas, I must test your patience still further by making a brief stop at Camp Dragonhead. Given the trouble brewing in the Black Shroud, I would see that the garrison is ready to defend their border. I'm not either disabled as Thancred. It's not Thancred that I'm comparing you to here. I'm comparing you to me. Because I walked. You know what? I'll do the same thing. What were you going to trade me? The garrison waits within. Why not accompany me, Murney? You may see a familiar face. Also, that is incorrect. Thancred can use Aetherites. Oh, you're getting lore shut down, rat. Murney, old girl, how wonderful it is to see you. And Sir Emmerich, too. To what do we owe these unexpected pleasures? I will have mulled wine brought up from the kitchens at once, if you will excuse... No, no, do not trouble yourself, Honorat. We will soon be on our way. Lucia, a brief summary, if you will. Yes, Lord Commander. He just can't cast spells? Ew, could never be me. Around here we cast spells. Those villains hardly need an excuse to wage war. Bloodletting comes as naturally as breathing to an Imperial. And thus we shall strengthen our patrols as you suggest. We shall also be sure to communicate these developments to Lord Francel at the Observatorium. I see you have everything in hand. Carry on, Commander. Surprised to see yours truly at the helm. Ooh, gave him a little bit of a side nod that time. You and me both, old girl, but I doubt I'll ever feel as worthy as to sit where he sat. Tazzilou, you haven't casted a spell in 7 months. Remove. This is where I have to completely own you with real facts and numbers and logic and all at the same time. You see, you remember that announcement I sent about getting a second job stone? Someone, don't know who, did a leveling roulette as a thaumaturge. And I crossed the level 30 threshold. And I can now cast Black Mage spells. But we can play the hand we're dealt, and with a little help from the veterans and Honorat's ceaseless chiding, I'm sure you'll muddle through. So, worry not, old girl. Off to Gridania with you. Speak with Emmerich at Gridania. Good thing I think my return is still set there. Don't try to cancel this, please. Fantastic. Now, when are you getting ley lines? Well, it took me 7 months to get to level 30, so whatever level ley lines is, maybe 14-ish months? I can't tell you for sure. Oh, you're over there. Wow. Look at all these people hanging out. This is Final Fantasy at its greatest. Just gonna walk past these people. Diplomatic duties have brought me here on several occasions, but I find it as enraptured by the Black Shroud's beauty now than when I first laid my eyes upon it. I fear that this time, however, events shall not afford us the luxury of enjoying the splendor of the forest. Oh my goodness, it's Merleweb and Raubon and Kanye. My favorites, my besties. It seems we are to escort to the Lotus Stand. A pleasant place to discuss unpleasant matters, is it not? Yes, of course. 'Tis like that we are the last to arrive. Let us announce ourselves, shall we? It's probably faster if I go this way. Don't lay line in the middle of Gridania. You're littering. You're littering this place. Okay, I think the plan is we do this long cutscene and then we call it, okay? The envoy from Ishgard has arrived. Very good. If you will, the Lamentson party as well. Wow, don't say it, Rat. Don't say it. I had hoped to slip in unannounced, but I was not the only one delayed in my arrival. Greetings, Sir Emmerich. Admiral, always a pleasure. And Murney, I trust that you are well. And 'tis the day for reunions, it seems. I believe you're well acquainted with my escort. Lady Murney, I was glad to hear from Riol that the missing scions have now been found. There is much more I wish to discuss with you, but let us first attend to the issue at hand, shall we? Wow, look at all these cool people.
I bid you welcome, my friends. As you will by now be aware, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have come into possession of certain intelligence concerning recent developments in the region of Gyr Abania. It springs, I am assured, from an unimpeachable source. Is that not so, Master Alphino?
Indeed, Elder Seedseer. Our information comes directly from a member of the Resistance's inner circle, and we have no cause to doubt its veracity.
This Griffin of theirs is a fool if he thinks he can hold Belsar's wall against the Empire. When the Imperials move to take it back, they will come in force. And the resulting fighting is all but certain to spill over into the Black Shroud.
At the Battle of Cartano, the combined might of 3 grand companies labored to contend with the remnants of but a single Imperial legion. Alone, Gridania would be hard-pressed indeed to hold back the tide, should the Garleans turn their minds from reclamation to invasion.
Say something, Emmerich. This is your first time here. You gotta say something crazy.
May I once more convey my nation's deepest regrets for our inaction in the days prior to
Okay, that wasn't the good move.
a stain upon our ledger that I would fain remove.
Now you're just playing lapdog, buddy. You gotta pick something stronger than that. Look, now everyone's just staring at you weirdly.
Elder Seedseer, I do hereby request leave to deploy a defensive force within the borders of Gridania. Ishgard's return to the Alliance shall be honored by more than mere ink upon parchment.
The Doman people too would join any effort that weakens our common foe. We are few, but our most seasoned shinobi are at your disposal.
On behalf of my people, I offer you my humble thanks. Gridania welcomes your assistance.
It is time we set our contingency plans in motion. Is the Alliance agreed? Then let us make ready for war. Victory favors the swift. There is much to be done.
Give him a nod. Move on. Such is the Murney way.
The Council knows that Alamigo will not soon be wrested from the Empire, and its decision to bolster the border's defenses seems eminently practical. Why then, brother, do you scowl so?
I agree that they have chosen the wisest course available. Indeed, the only reasonable one. Yet something feels awry. In making ready for war, is the Alliance not granting the Griffin the very thing he desired? Any attempt to hold the wall is doomed to failure, aye. But I wonder if we have misjudged the prize for which he plays.
Yeah, well, how about you, voice those concerns when we're standing in front of a bunch of powerful people instead of talking to me, who basically has no political power. I just kill things. I just look good, and I kill things. That's my role. But, surely we could do better than, Aren't you supposed to be, you're like a high-ranking person? That's a cool thing. I like that. You know what they say, when in Gridania, do as the Gridanians would do. He doesn't want to talk to them after he literally caused Raban's arm to be chopped off? That's fair. Raban doesn't seem to worry too much about it, though. And he's the one without the arm. Look, I cast ley lines. Officially a black mage. This person's probably so confused. He's got the plank shield and everything. Look at this. No, wait. I want to wave back. Okay, I think with that, I think we'll pause it. I'm like I'm considering doing a Wednesday stream just to catch up, do some React stuff, because you said we're like 6 quests away plus a dungeon. So if we do those 6, I think we can get to Stormblood. That's the one, right? I feel like I've changed it every time, but we can get there on Saturday if we do that. How we feeling? Because what I'm worried about is these next 6 are going to be so long that next Saturday is going to be like, we do 6, and then like 2.5 hours have passed, and I don't want to start the freaking expansion. We can be Stormblood and get the first 2 Aetherites. For sure next stream. I thought you said, but it's like 6 quests. 6 quests can be really long, you know what I mean? Point is, if I want to do like a mid-stream, like a midweek stream, just because... I also want to do some reaction stuff because I wanted to do the voice act react. I wanted to react to the trailers for Stormblood before I actually start it. So I think a mid-stream would kind of cover all that. So that would probably be like Wednesday. I'm not gonna lie. Can I just be honest here? I killed with this outfit. Like, I really did. Like, I don't want to be the one to say it out loud, but I kind of slapped. That one's pretty good too. This is peak fashion. When you have a, what's it called, a hero in your party, this is what you want them to have on. More than anything, not that. You don't want someone in your party to look like this. Either way, I think with that, after one long DDoS session at the start of this stream, I think we're gonna call it for the day. Thank you all for joining as always. Charlotte, I hope you have a good birthday, although you'll probably be at the Wednesday stream, I have to imagine. If you don't, happy birthday, because I'll miss the Friday. Enjoy your birthday. Enjoy your new hair. It's clipping really badly through the back of your thing. So there's always that. 40 million for non-clipping. That's pretty good. And you too, Remove. Hopefully you're there for the Wednesday stream. I actually need you there for the Wednesday stream because you're the lore master. And when I do reactions and I ask something stupid about the lore, I need you to be there. Not that I'm holding you hostage because, you know, people are busy. But if you could, that'd be awesome. Until then, though, bee's knees it out. I will practice the bee's knees on my new green screen, by the way. Look at this. Lighting. We good? I'm trying to see where I frame. I have to wait for my stream to catch up because I'm watching the stream version, not the OBS version for some reason. So I can continue to back up into my green screen. It still looks pretty good. Crazy, huh? It's nice. It's really nice, isn't it? It's a nice green screen. All right. Thank you very much. Have a good one, guys.